What is an XML sitemap and why are they important for SEO? An XML sitemap is a file that lists out all of the URLs you have on your website. Having an XML sitemap makes it super easy for Google to view your website and get a quick and clear understanding of all of the pages you have on it. If you don't have a sitemap, Google will have to find the other pages for your internal links. As you can expect, that puts more pressure on you as you now have to ensure your internal linking game is absolutely perfect and that every page on your site is essentially linked to. Rather than worrying about this, we can simply create a sitemap and submit it to Google to let them know about all of the pages we have on our website. So this is the XML sitemap I have for Level Finish, one of my websites. You can see I have two sections, a post and a page. So if I go into the post, you will see it will literally list all the posts I have on my website, which just so happens to be all of my blog posts. I've got blog right here, blog again, all in the URL. So these are all of my blog posts. If I go back one and look at the pages, you can see it will literally list every single page I have on my website, such as my homepage, my about page, contacts, services, even got my gallery down here, and so on and so on. You can see I've got my post and my page sitemaps, and they both come under one sitemap index URL. So this is the main URL for my sitemap. So creating a sitemap is very simple. You can do it using Yoast SEO, which is a plugin I showed you on earlier on in the course. So this is the plugin, just to show you again if you have forgotten. Hopefully you haven't. Yoast SEO. So they have a section built into the plugin for sitemaps. To access the plugin, you simply need to go to SEO down here and then go to search appearance. So before you create your sitemap, you want to determine what you want in your sitemap. So I'm going to show you what I have in mind. So on the general tab, it's blank. If you go into content types, you can see you have a section all for your post right now. So currently I'm showing my post in the search results. I've clicked yes. I don't want the date to show in the snippet preview, so I've clicked hide, and I've clicked show for a Yoast SEO meta box. So this is what I have for my post. For pages, I have yes, hide and show again. For portfolio, I have no, hide and show. So I don't want to show my portfolio in the search results. I already have a page on my site talking about the images we do, which is our gallery. So there's no need to show my portfolio again. So I've clicked hide for that. However, you can customize this for you. If you want to show your portfolio in the search results, just simply click yes. So I'll show you what I have for slides. So this is my WordPress slider. So I don't want my slide showing in the search results. So again, I've clicked no. So I hope you get the idea of what I'm saying now. So team members, I've clicked no. I don't want that to be in my index or in my sitemap. Testimonials, I've clicked no as I already have them on the site on a page. So long as the page gets indexed, my testimonial will get indexed as well. So media is probably the most important one you need to pay attention to. You need to make sure yours is set to yes. If not, what happens is every image you have on your site will be on a different URL, and that will also be visible in your sitemap. As your images are already going to be on a page, you want to make sure the page is going to be in your sitemap and not an individual URL for that image. So media will be one of the most important things you need to pay attention to. So essentially you want to make sure this is set to yes, and as you'll see, it will redirect attachment URLs to the attachment itself. So essentially what this means is each image on your site won't have its own URL. It will simply be an image on a page. And as we know, our pages are going to get indexed and are going to be included in our sitemap. We don't need to have this to no. So do make sure that is on yes. And if you go through the other headings on here, you can see I've got categories, no, tags, I have my no, and I have show. Format, I've got enabled and I've got no here. Again, it all comes down to preference. Categories, so these are my projects. If I have like a different type of carpet, if I have hardwood, if I upload a whole category to my site as a project, I don't want them shown in the search results. They should just be visible on my site. So the last couple, archives, I've got mine enabled. Show author archives, I've got mine as no, as I don't want my author archive showing in the search results. And then if you go to breadcrumbs, I've got mine to disabled. So once you're happy and you're finished picking all the elements you want to appear in your sitemap, you need to scroll down to the Yoast SEO plugin and then click General. And then you want to go over to Features, and then where it says XML sitemaps, you want to click the question mark. And you'll see it gives you a link right here to see the XML sitemap for your site. So once you then get your XML sitemap URL, you simply want to go over to your Search Console. So let's copy this first. Go over to your Search Console. So this is what we set up in the first section of the course. And you want to go down to sitemaps down here on the left. And where it says enter sitemap URL, you simply want to paste in your sitemap URL and then click submit. So now I'm submitting my sitemap to Google, and as you can see, it's done successfully. So now Google is going to crawl my sitemap and have a look at all the pages I have on it. It makes it a lot easier when you have a new page on your site, as Google can just check out your sitemap and see what's there. And like I said, if not, you'll have to crawl each page individually, and they can only do that through using pages that have links on them internally.